Hi everyone. I am Espin Sarah. I will be your host for this presentation. It is my pleasure to be at your service. The topic of our webinar is IDA Team's product overview. What can you expect from this presentation? The IDA Team's product overview will cover the following aspects. What is IDA Teams? How does IDA Teams work? The key benefits of IDA Teams. IDA Teams minimum system requirement and IDA Teams bundle versions. This webinar will end with a Q&A session about IDA Teams. So, without further ado, let's get started. What is IDA Teams? IDA Teams represents the evolution of IDA into a collaborative platform for analyst teams through a robust client-server architecture paradigm. It is a collaboration-ready product built by Hexrays to assist teamwork across teams of reverse engineers. How does IDA Teams work? IDA Teams introduces new Vault server and improved IDA for better results. Fundamentally, a Vault server acts as the central point for sharing progress across projects. It stores all files and tracks modifications. This is therefore, IDA Teams allows every modification being published to the rest of the team through the server to be recorded at all time. As an example, imagine two analysts, Lisa and Jimmy, are working together on the same project. Lisa uploads or adds malware IDB and begin to analyze the malware. Jimmy downloads the malware IDB into his computer and as well started to analyze it. Lisa annotates the malware IDB on her findings and commits changes to the server. Jimmy makes analysis on the other part of the malware IDB. However, his commits is unable to be uploaded as the server is using a more updated version of malware IDB. Jimmy has to merge his annotation with the one made by Lisa. Jimmy uses Resolve Auto to merge their changes. Jimmy commits the resolved malware IDB to the server and the malware IDB works perfectly now. Lisa, who came from another task, notices Jimmy's commit. She synchronized the updated malware IDB to have the latest version. As a result, the teams can collaborate on the same project, without any risk of losing data, multiple competing, out-of-sync versions and many more. What are the key benefits of IDA Teams? 1. Seamless integration. IDA Teams is an improved version of IDA Pro with additional new features. Therefore, the existing workflows will remain untouched for most of the part. 2. Easy collaboration. The improved IDA along with new sets of tools in IDA Teams enhance collaboration. Working together using IDA Teams is the best when dealing with large projects. 3. Parallelized reverse engineering. IDA Teams lets you seamlessly share the task of reverse engineering across multiple users. 4. Revision tracking. The Vault server keeps track on every modification, including the information of users that make the changes and the time the changes are made. Significantly, this server let the team discuss, review or even correct previous changes, thus dismissing confusing context. 5. On-premise. Organizations can retain all of their IP by hosting the IDA Teams server on-premise, allowing it to seamlessly integrate within existing IT infrastructures. Additionally, Vault servers that can be hosted on any Linux server offers a wide range of options to keep your data private and reliably accessible. 6. Easy conflict resolution. When two or more analysts working on the same part of a project, conflicts can arise. There as well, IDA Teams has you covered. The new features bring a set of strategies to resolve those. 7. And lastly, online or offline. While IDA Teams server being hosted on the premises, users can still do all the work offline either from away or without internet connection. What is the system requirement for using IDA Teams? For Windows. Currently supported x64 OS required for at least Windows 8 or later, while it is highly recommended to use Windows 11 or higher. For Linux. The minimum system requirement is x64, x86_64, CentOS 7 or later, Ubuntu 16.04 or later. Other equivalent distributions may work but not guaranteed. For OS X, IDEA Teams requires Mac OS Catalina or later, x64 or ARM64. IDEA Teams builds on top of IDEA Pro to provide users with the best tool for binary analysis collaboration. IDEA Teams uses a subscription model that allows users to add suitable bundles to match the pace of your business. IDEA Teams is available in 4 bundles, namely Teams Standalone, Teams Base, Teams Core, and Teams Ultra. So, which IDEA Teams bundle is perfect for you? Firstly, similarities. The 4 bundles comes with IDEA Teams available for 1-year subscription that includes software usage and support. Now, the differences. Teams Standalone offers IDEA Teams with disassembly only. In other words, Teams Standalone provide you IDEA Teams without any decompiler. Teams Base, on the other hand, offers IDEA Teams with x86 and x64 decompilers. Meanwhile, Teams Core gives you IDEA Teams with x86, x64, ARM and ARM64 decompilers. Team Ultra, which is the highest tier of the 4 bundles, provide you with IDEA Teams and all decompilers including the new ARC decompiler. With these different features, your team can choose the right bundle or subscription according to your business expansion. We have now reached the final part of this webinar, the Q&A session. But before that, let's look at a few frequently asked questions. Question 1. What is included in IDEA Team subscription? There are now 4 bundles, Standalone, Core, Base, Ultra, to choose from. With a subscription you will have access to the latest version of the purchased software, technical support by email, hot fixes for serious issues and vulnerabilities, as well as participation in our user-only online forum. Question 2. Can various Teams bundles work together? Yes, you can mix Teams bundles licenses on the same Vault server. Question 3. Can my previous work be used in IDEA Teams? IDEA shares the same engine in both IDEA Teams and IDEA Pro. That means it's possible to use work done in IDEA Pro within IDEA Teams. Question 4. Will my plugins work in IDEA Teams? They should work fine. Depending on your needs, it might be desirable to improve some plugins that store data in the .idb file in order to make them merge-aware and enabling merging of that data. Thank you for joining and listening to our presentation. For inquiries, feel free to email us at info@espincorp.com or visit our website. Thank you again.